Steve Bowers and
Janet Wilbanks.
And we welcome you to 6 in the City. We're Alzheimer's awareness kind of thing look today?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
we'll get into that. We got special guests today. I do want you to know about this. In this moment is a special art exhibit. It was dedicated this week, opened at City Hall. It's on the second floor, Linden No. 37, well, anyway, you need to see it. It's a permanent display at City Hall. You care about this city and its history, be sure to visit City Hall and take some folks with you. Yes, now what we got on this show?
Let me put my cheaters on.
Yes.
We've got some exciting things going on at the airport. We're going to talk with Kyle Barron, the Chief Community Development Officer with the Greater Jackson Chamber, and Steve Smith, Executive Director at the airport. Okay. And Sherry Freeman is here with the Jackson Symphony. They've got some exciting news about Brandon.
They had a couple of big concerts already. Got another one right around the corner.
We've got a couple of ladies from the Alzheimer's Association, Katrina Kimball, Program Manager, and Amy Gamble, who's on the board. There is a walk at the Rockabilly Stadium this weekend. So. Okay. And then Mary Ross is here to talk about the 2023 Veterans Military Ball that's coming up in November. Chris Taylor is here. There is a car show for St. Jude coming up this weekend as well. And then Nathan Schrupp with Friends of the Heart is promoting and going to be talking about their upcoming Black Tie and Blue Jean event, which is this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And our music today is?
Jenny Tolman, outstanding performer out of Nashville, Tennessee. So that's all lined up, ready to go on this 6 in the City. Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and EPlus broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. Kyle Barron is with us. He is the Chief Community Development Officer with the Greater Chamber here in Jackson. You see him now. He's a star at the county commission meetings every month, and gives updates to the chamber. I mean, to the county commission from the chamber. What's going on? Steve Smith, longtime friend, executive director of the Jackson-Madison County Airport Authority. Gentlemen, good to see you both.
Hey, thank you so much for having us.
It's a busy time in our city. I know from JA and the engineering staff and everything else, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, every time we turn around, there's another development that's asking to come to town or trying to find out how they get to be a part of this West Tennessee growth, and they keep looking at Jackson to be a part of that.
Okay, so
it's been a really fun time too for me personally, because one of the collaborations we've been able to do is to work a lot more closely with the airport. Okay. And so we've had a great opportunity to partner with Steve and his team out there at the airport to really kind of look at our airport and see how do we use that as our first impression, and it's the last thing they see on the way out the door when they fly in for development. Okay. And so that is our on-ramp and our off-ramp. And so we've had a great time getting to know these guys and working a lot more with them.
So Steve, what's happening then?
Well, there's a lot going on. We have turned a lot of our development fundraising over to the chamber. They've been working very hard. The amount of business and the amount of flights, we've seen about a 40% increase since we ended COVID.
Okay.
We see a lot of new business. We see a lot of bigger airplanes. And we had a grant opportunity come around, I guess earlier this year. We've been working on it this summer. And Kyle's got the development.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we were fortunate to partner with the airport and submit a $20 million grant, $2 million city match, $2 million county match, and 16 from the EDA. So fingers crossed and good vibes going, because we'll hear back in maybe 2 months as to whether or not we got that. But if we get that grant, that's going to be the first of many planned upgrades over time.
So what all needs to be done, Steve?
Well, we already have in the hopper a new runway. We're completely redoing the runway starting in March of this next year. And that we've been working on the contracts for that today. That money is in place. When we got to the 1st of October, the federal government released their $6 million. There's about $500,000 from city and county. That's combined, and then the rest of it comes from State Department of Transportation. So that's $22 million grant that we have the money in hand. That starts in March.
Okay.
One of the things that we've not been able to do is hangar development and road and infrastructure development, and Kyle has been working on that for us.
Okay. Yeah, so this grant, if we get it, it'll allow us to add 3 more box hangars, 3 more T hangars, but the road and infrastructure really beautifying the external look of the airport and providing some EV charging stations for a potential fleet of Ford vehicles there.
This airport goes back to World War II.
It was built in 1942 for the Georgia Air Service. We were an original primary training base for people that had never flown before.
Okay.
And so primary training actually started there. Once they learned to fly a little bit, they were sent to other bases. But Jimmy Eldridge's father was one of the check pilots there when this thing started.
Okay, wow.
And that's where he met Jimmy's mother. So we
right?
always, every time
So
you're
we're
around
gonna blame
Jimmy
Eldridge
Eldridge,
on
he's
you
going
is what
to
we're
tell
gonna
you
do.
that story. But a lot of early romances in Madison County
I
actually
would think.
started during that time.
Wow.
Now, the interesting thing, and that's what Kyle and I have talked about 2 or 3 times, we have infrastructure there that we're still using and using it every day that was built in 1942.
Wow, okay.
And so some of these things that we're looking at is going to be to either renovate or remove the 1942 infrastructure and build it back with 21st century infrastructure. And for this airport to grow, and one of the things that Kyle has been really adamant about is that we make this airport available for West Tennessee.
Yes.
Make it a regional hub. And that's one of the things that we've been working on.
To feed all the other cities, with their
That's
industry
it.
and everything else, Kyle, what does it mean in your work then? I mean, you're front line with all this stuff.
Yeah, so anytime that we have a business that's looking at our area or that chooses to come to town and visit, the odds of them flying in are high on that first visit. So when they fly in and what they see is what that's gonna set the tone for their visit, that they're here with us. So our focus is on making sure that tone is set at the very top, which we know that the staff are there, but dealing with the 1942 infrastructure, at times it may need some love. And so that's what we're able to do with this, and really elevate it to that next level so that their experience of Jackson is one that we really want them to see, that we want them to go back and say, yeah, we're going back, and not only are we going back, we're going to fly in on a jet and maybe even get jet service one day, right?
Fantastic.
So that's something that we're really trying to focus in on.
Just a few seconds before we get away. Georgia Pacific, they've started constructing, SK, have they started?
They should be starting up this next month, if I'm
Okay.
remembering correctly.
All right,
So I drove by there yesterday, and I didn't see anything moving yet, but it should be in the next month.
Great. Good to see you both.
Hey, great to be here.
Congratulations.
Always.
Appreciate your work, Steve. Longtime friend. Appreciate it a lot.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. We're going to talk about the symphony. Coming off Starlight Symphony, a classical concert. Now we got another one on the way. We'll find out next on this Six in the City.
Hi, I'm here to ask the people of Jackson to be a part of a groundbreaking program, 4 Minute City.
Every minute you don't get help after a sudden cardiac arrest, your chance of survival decreases by 10%.
That's why Friends of Heart and the Jackson Fire Department have created a care team.
A group of everyday citizens trained, equipped, and ready to save lives in our community.
Please call this number or visit our website.
Together, we can save lives.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Well, we just came off a successful, thrilling Starlight Symphony. We've had a classical concert already, and Sherry Freeman was just getting started with this season. The 62nd? 63rd season of the Jackson Symphony. Got a concert coming up October the 14th. It's going to be at the Carl Perkins Civic Center. This will be a Pops concert with the tables and upstairs and whatever you want to get into, right?
You better believe it.
But you got a special guy. We can bring them back to town.
Oh, we are so excited to welcome, not only this amazing orchestra for the first time to the Carl Perkins Civic Center this season, but we're excited to bring our own West Tennessee hometown guy, Brandon Lay, to sing with the Jackson Symphony. So just a wonderful night for our opening Pops concert of this season. And we're excited to have Brandon come back and showcase with the symphony.
Now, how did you decide on a Western theme for this?
Well, now in October we do love a theme. One year it was Halloween, last year we did sports.
Right.
So this year, we are in Tennessee, so we thought, why not country music? And we've had a lot of requests to have Brandon with us, which we've been eager to have as well. And so the time just kind of aligned right, and we thought, well, this is the perfect time to do that and to bring Brandon to the stage and celebrate him with his his own West Tennessee roots and community.
Absolutely.
He was on this show years ago. We just take full credit for his success.
Yes, we do.
Okay, thank you very much.
We felt like we helped launch him,
Well,
so what all will he be doing then?
Well, he'll be singing. This whole concert is themed around country and Western music. Right. So you'll have some fun things from your past, theme songs from like the Magnificent Seven and stuff you've heard. I always think of the beef ads, you hear that little jingle, but Peter assures me it's an entire song. So, it's an entire piece there, and as it is, and so there's a lot of exciting music in this. And then Brandon will sing some of his own work. We put 2 of his songs to the orchestra, and it'll be the world premiere for his Backwoods Symphony song, which will be number one on those country charts we know very soon. And so we're excited to debut that song with him.
Well, that's got to be thrilling for a performer who usually works with a band or whatever to work with the symphony and have the composition.
Well, you're seeing more and more of this in Nashville. A lot of the singers will sing with symphonies, and they really like to do that. So we're thrilled, and he was very excited to do this. Just a gracious person, and we're thrilled to be a part of this.
All right. Share a friend with us. That concert is coming up October the 14th. So what about tickets next year?
Well, you can call 731-427-6440. You can go online to thejacksonsymphony.org. We have a few tables available. We always have just a few that we can do for single nights. Balcony seating, this year we've leveled the balcony seating, so there's different price ranges available. We will have tickets at the door, and if you're a student with a valid ID, there will be special pricing, but only at the door, that night.
And what about your sponsors, Sherry?
Oh, yes, thank you. We are so excited to thank Regions Bank, who is one of our sponsors on this night. They're just a great supporter of the Jackson Symphony. And then H&M Construction, who's been a longtime friend of the Symphony, and they've just made so much possible, and we certainly thank that great group of people at H&M.
Okay. So we'll have everything from symphony themes from movies and whatever to
all the way to songs, and maybe a surprise or two in there that you might not be expecting. So a great night.
It was the first Pops concert of the 63rd season. That's just an amazing thing. 62nd year for the Symphony League. So it's just a real tradition here.
It's just a great thing, and we're so appreciative. This is because of so many of our patrons and sponsors and corporate and business and individual donors that have continued to make this symphony viable for the last 63 years. We just could not have done it without them, and we're most grateful.
So many aspects of the symphony, from the medical outreach they do. Now the performances are going into senior wards and everything
Yes,
else, right?
we go into long-term memory care wards now all throughout West Tennessee. Started a huge Jackson Symphony Music Academy, which is our children and youth programs, and all throughout West Tennessee. We have both instrumental and vocal groups starting in, I think, 7 counties already at the 1st of January. So the Jackson Symphony is so much more than just a concert. Right. We are, a very much an organization that's a part of your community. Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
the 63rd season. Brandon Lay, October the 14th at Carl Perkins Civic Center. Speaking of performers, we're going to Nashville, Tennessee. Jenny Tolman is with us. Jenny, yes. On the main stage.
I thought I could fix him, he swore he would change. I've never been more wrong in my life, 'cause I fell in love with the devil himself. Ain't no holy water can baptize a red burning love that was blackened with sin. When he begged me and pleaded me to forgive, he swore that he would never let me fall. In the end it was him who was pushing me off. He ain't got a prayer anymore. His love wasn't patient, his love wasn't kind, but somehow it made me feel alive. Mysteries don't wanna be solved, but they pull you right in like a moth to a light. No amount of Hail Marys can set him free. Them angels all know what he did to me. Scenes in my mind drawn in permanent ink. He tattooed them bruises straight into my skin. Now he ain't got a prayer anymore. Now he ain't got a prayer anymore. No amount of Hail Marys can set him free. Them angels all know what he did to me. Scenes in my mind drawn in permanent ink. He tattooed them bruises straight into my skin. Now he ain't got a prayer anymore. Now he ain't got a prayer. I thought I could fix him, he swore he would change. I've never been more wrong in my life.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus Broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus Broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. Katrina Kimball is with us, and she's the program manager for the Alzheimer's Association. She comes to us from Memphis, Tennessee. And then Amy Gamble, right here in West Tennessee, is a board member of the Alzheimer's Association. Good to have you both with us.
Thank you for having us here today.
All right. Katrina, let's talk about this. Well, let's see, Amy, I guess we'll go with you. We're raising money. Let's talk about the event first, right? We got the Walk to End Alzheimer's, and we hope that happens soon in this life. Yes. It's coming up this Saturday, October the 7th. It's going to be at the Rockabilly Stadium. So tell us about this. It'll start at what time, and what do we need to know?
The registration will actually start at 8, and the walk event itself will start at 9. So we want people to get there, around 8 if possible. Mm-hmm. We've got some things lined up for the kids. We want everybody there. We're going to have face painting, some games and things, and we'll have some refreshments. Okay. There's going to be plenty for everybody to do. And when we walk the event center or walk the park, I asked him, I was like, can the kids go run the bases? And so they're going to let the kids get out on the field. So I was really excited about that.
So the walk takes place inside the stadium or outside?
There's a route you can get on the Jackson Walk through the Alzheimer's Association. Mm-hmm. It's actually outside. It'll start at the park. You walk around, and then you'll go back and enter the park. Okay. They've mapped us out a loop there.
So you find that where now?
It's on the Alzheimer's website, alz.org, and then you look for the Jackson, Tennessee Walk. Okay. And it should be there.
Yeah, and it's a friendly 2-mile walk, so you can bring family out, bring the kids out. Okay. It's going to be a nice day on Saturday, and it's a great way to promote awareness about Alzheimer's, and it's also good for families to come out and let them know they're not standing out alone. A lot of times this is a very isolating disease, but if you walk around and you see that sea of purple, you'll know you're not by yourself.
Not by yourself. How important is that as far, I know with families with which I've been familiar, in some ways an isolating thing because the family carries the weight of this.
Absolutely, often, absolutely. And Amy and I both have been touched by it. I know she lost an aunt. My mother, who's 91, has end-stage Alzheimer's, and she was diagnosed in 2015. And what I think is so important.
That's been 8 years now.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
So one of the things we want to make sure that the walk does is it connects families to us, but we want to let them know, we have a 1-800 number. It's 1-800-272-3900. That's a free helpline you can call any time of the day, 24 hours a day, and talk to a master-level clinician about anything you're dealing with. And we're partnering with AARP. If you give them your zip code, they'll connect you with resources right in your community.
Right here,
and that's one of the things that we really want to do with the walk. Yeah, it's great to come out and have fun. We want to raise money, but we want to also connect families with the resources and also healthcare professionals. We have resources that are for them too. So we want everybody to know we're all in this fight together. We all are standing in purple, and we're all in this fight together because Alzheimer's doesn't care about it. I tell people this is a fight we do 365. Yeah. And yes, National Alzheimer's Awareness Month is November, but we know that this disease affects people every day. So we're in this fight every day, and that's why we have our purple on today.
The logistics of raising money, people have been doing this with teams, or how are you doing this, or can you just bring contributions? Or
you can do it either way. Okay. I myself have a team set up for my community team. My aunt's name was Mert. It was Team Mert. So if you go to the Jackson Walk and you find Team Mert, you could donate, and the credit would go to our team. Okay. But you can also bring any contributions you have the day of the walk, and we'll be set up to take care of that as well.
Okay.
And you don't. And if you realize, well, I'm not really on the team, you can come out and walk as an individual. We just want you to come out, put on your purple, and come show your support. Okay. So we love to have teams. You can do a family team, a church team, a company team, or you can just decide, me and a group of friends are just going to come out and walk and donate the day of.
And you can come find me, and you can be on my team. I'd love to have you.
What about my team? I have a team too.
Okay. How many board members in West Tennessee?
In West Tennessee, I think we have 5 now.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Right,
I think there's roughly 5. So
and the best way to find out information is alz.org. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you pull up Jackson, Tennessee, you can go from there.
Yeah,
Facebook page as well.
Absolutely.
There it
yes.
is.
Yeah, we have an Alzheimer's Association for Tennessee, and that's the great thing about our association is that the Alzheimer's Association has a chapter in every state.
Okay.
And so we're the one here for Tennessee. So you can find us anywhere across the country to support your loved ones and find information to support you.
The Walk to End Alzheimer's this Saturday, October the 7th, at the ballpark. Registration at 8. Walk starts at 9, and all kinds of activities.
Yes.
And alz.org.
Yes, that's the
Don't
way
stay
to
in this
find it.
alone unless you have to. All right?
No.
Well, there's no reason to stay in this alone. You get some help. It's just important.
Absolutely. And thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. And let's hope, good Lord willing, we get that Alzheimer's walk done, right? Walk to end it. Let's go for it.
We'll have an end to it eventually. One day
absolutely.
we will have a cure.
All right, good. We're going to go back to the main stage. This young lady, very talented. We did this back, COVID stuff. We met Jenny Tolman during all of that. She's an outstanding performer out of Nashville, Tennessee. So we're going, as we call it, to the main stage, which in this case, some first-class video. This is Jenny Tolman.
I ain't got the body or the knockout looks of you. Girl, you've got a lot of things I'd like to steal, it's true. So something deep inside me just gets chained up in a knot to know that you'd want to take away the one thing that I've got. And I ain't gonna leave my man, but I'm stretched dangerously thin. So anything but him I'll let you take. Tabitha, what else can I give to you to make you go away? I ain't got no diamonds, ain't got gold, no rubies. I ain't got a lot of cash, but I've got some old home movies. You should see the one my daddy took of us on our wedding day. You see his face as I'm walking down the aisle. Does he look at you that way? And I ain't gonna leave my man, but I'm stretched dangerously thin. So anything but him I'll let you take. Tabitha, what else can I give to you to make you go away? Take my bed, I know you like sleeping in it. Take the clock that helped you count down the minutes. Take my scarf and take my hat. Take the sweater off my back. Take anything you see that you have to have. But I ain't gonna leave my man. Girl, I'm stretched so damn thin. So anything but him I'll let you take. Tabitha, what else can I give to you? Oh, Tabitha, what else can I give to you to make you go away? Ooh.
Donating blood is safe, easy, and in less than an hour, you can save up to 3 lives. If you've donated with us before, thank you. We can't wait to see you again. If you've never donated before, now is the time. Give blood at Lifeline Blood Services today.
Every 3 years, the American Public Power Association recognizes public power companies that demonstrate proficiency in reliability, workforce development, safety, and system improvement. The recognition, RP3. The highest level RP3 is the Diamond RP3. In 2023, JEA's Electric Division received the Diamond RP3 award for the 8th consecutive time. This never happened before, but it's JEA today.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. Lifeline Blood Services provides blood to 17 hospitals and 12 air-vac services in 20 counties. To make your donation, you can come to one of our 2 locations today.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. Mary Ross is with us, and she is here to talk about our Salute to the Veterans Military Ball that is coming up in Madison County, November the 2nd. That's on a Thursday night. It'll be at Madison Downs this year.
It will be. We're looking forward. 30 days out.
That's right. We're 30 days away. It's just stunning. This year has gotten by.
It's flown by.
Well, I'm not going to take the Christmas decorations to storage. I guess they just stay in the garage and pull them out next month, right?
Yeah, don't worry about putting them up. It's good.
Don't worry about taking them to storage now. November the 2nd, that Thursday night, Madison Downs. Cocktail hour will be at 6. The dinner will be at 7. It'll be a plated dinner. And here we go. The special speaker is
Congressman Mark Green.
All right, coming out of
retired
Clarksville, right?
Army Major, 160th Special Operation Flight Surgeon. Here to talk about his special mission where he treated Saddam Hussein and Operation Red Dawn 20 years ago.
Okay, pretty amazing. It's been that long ago, but it has been. This is being done by the Veterans Coalition of West Tennessee, right? So
It is.
All right. So what do you accomplish with this?
So this ball will fund our 2024 Veterans in Crisis, which is a grant given to active duty servicemen, veterans who are in immediate need, crisis situation. Last week we had our final of the week was a veteran on oxygen who failed to pay his electric bill, was late, had the electrical turned off, so we were able to work with that company and get his lights turned back on and him back to going where he can be in a caught up state, not a behind. Okay. So we do 72-hour turnarounds, sometimes 24-hour turnarounds. But we're here to do what normally takes red tape and 30, 45, 60 days out, we can make happen in 72 hours.
Wow, much needed.
Yes, and we actually, money raised here stays in West Tennessee. We do 20 counties. So from the Tennessee River actually to the Shelby County line. And we've given away so far, granted a little over $29,000 with last week's grants. Okay. And still fully funded for October, November, December. And then whatever we raise this year at the military ball is going to go to 2024.
There are veterans benefits, and sometimes people get confused, but as you say, there's red tape, qualifications. Sometimes circumstances in life dramatically change for veterans.
Correct. We had a 37-year-old Marine Corps vet who had a stroke, obviously out of commission, PT for a couple months, and just needed a little love, paying his rent, electric bill, making sure that his kids had food.
Yep.
So,
get over the hurdle and get things regrouped out there.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the tickets and all, how we get them and how much they are.
We still have sponsorships available.
Okay, sponsorships. Okay.
This year's title sponsor is Barry Clark, a Vietnam vet. He's on our board, believed in us, and was actually sponsor last year as well with his company. But this year we've still got sponsorships $1,000 to $5,000. Individual tickets for veterans are $75, non-veterans are $100. And we would love to have you come out, be a part. It is a dining out experience, so civilians are welcome. It is a great eye-opening lesson learned about life in the military.
Okay. Because there are military themes to this, right? And
It is, yeah.
and
So
events
Grog
during the
Bowl,
dinner.
which is always fun.
All right, what now?
Grog Bowl.
Okay.
So we'll have different alcoholic beverages, non-alcoholic beverages kind of thrown in there. And there is a tradition. Each military branch has their own pour that they do. We've got a cake cutting with a sword, which is always really fun. The POW MIA, we're going to do a flag fold this year.
Okay.
So kind of bringing in a lot of different aspects. Hopefully Pat Waters from last year will be healthy enough and will be able to travel and kind of spend the night with us again.
All right, the attire is...
It is formal.
Formal, okay.
Uniform if you can still fit in it. Otherwise, suit, tie, tux, formal dress.
Okay, formal dress
We'd
for the
love to have
ladies.
you come out.
All right.
And how do you go about buying tickets?
Call me, 423-341-3330, or go to the West Tennessee Veterans Coalition Eventbrite Salute to Our Military Ball.
Okay, so it's on Eventbrite.
It is on Eventbrite.
West Tennessee Salute to Military Ball. That's November the 2nd, which is on a Thursday evening. It'll be at Madison Downs this year. That's a new location. And social hour starts at 6. The plated dinner starts at 7. Congressman Mark Green is going to be the featured speaker, so it should be a special, special night.
Looking forward to hearing him speak, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully have a lot of his fans around who are going to come out and join us.
All right. It's good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it very much. Look forward to this. And once again, that's about a month away now.
Yeah.
November the 2nd is right around the corner.
I need time to slow down.
Got a car show coming up. We're going to talk about it next. But St. Jude's will benefit from this. We'll get details next as we continue. 6th in the city.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation every 2 years does an unannounced on-site review to evaluate every facet of a water system. Inspection includes real-time water sampling, records reviews, personnel training, certification, and more. A perfect score is $5.99. For the third consecutive inspection covering the last 6 years, the Jackson Energy Authority water system achieved a perfect score. $5.99, 100%, 3 consecutive times. That seldom happens, but it happened now at JEA today.
From time to time, life may throw us a curveball. Even with the best of efforts, maintaining the essentials like utilities can be difficult. With Utilicare, you can make a donation to help provide utility assistance to families right here in Jackson. Your contribution makes a difference for those families struggling to pay utility bills. Go online to learn more or donate. jaxenergy.com/Utilicare.
Well, let's talk about cars at St. Jude's to put those together. Chris Taylor's with us. He's president of the Parkway Christian Auto Club of Jackson. They're about to sponsor their 16th annual car show. It is coming up this Saturday, October the 7th. And it's going to be at AutoZone, which is the big parking lot out on North Highland where Toys R Us used to be. I guess is where we reference that all the time. And if you're new to Jackson, that won't mean anything to you. You get to AutoZone this coming Saturday. Chris, good to see you.
Good to see you, Steve.
All right, we're going to start at what time here?
Pardon?
We're going to start at what time?
9 o'clock. Registration starts at
9.
9, but we do get a lot of early birds. They want that #1 spot in
Oh,
the
is that
parking
right?
lot.
Okay.
Well, there's 200 spots. And
Okay.
Some are closer to the main stage, and some are closer to the street, and
Okay.
some are way out in left field. So they want to get their spot of choice. you know.
Okay.
And this is cars, trucks, and
Cars, trucks,
motorcycles?
and motorcycles is new
Okay.
for this show, brand new. And I got some good news this last week or so. It's hard to round up motorcycle clubs. They don't like to stick around. You know, they'll stop and go and stop and go. They went out to ride, not sit out and look at cars. So got some good commitments from Boss Hog Trikes. I got some guys from the AutoZone that ride together. They're going to be there.
Okay.
And got some good news. Hopefully we'll have 20, 30 bikes there, which would be outstanding.
Okay. So you're looking for an excellent turnout as far as cars.
Yes, we've added 3 other things other than bikes. We got a vendor village, which we have had so many late commitments now at the last minute, you know, to come. That there's
Okay.
a shopping village for everybody, not just ladies. There's stuff for kids. There's stuff for the guys to look at. There's antiques. There's quilting accessories. There's perfumes. There's candles. There's all kinds of things at this little village for people to do other than just look at cars. We're having
spend some time there.
Yeah, we twisted up the meal a little bit. Instead of bologna or hamburgers, hot dogs, or pork, we're having southern fried chicken.
All right.
I have not seen that at a card show yet.
Okay.
And then last but not least, the awards ceremony is extremely special. We have a past patient of St. Jude, who's currently in remission, who's going to hand out the awards. Wow. So the awards ceremony is going to be a tearjerker, right? It's going to be.
So the award ceremony will be at what time?
Between 1 and 2.
Okay.
There's quite a few awards to give out.
There's no charge to get into this event. You can see all the cars, all the stuff, right? But you take
$25 to register your car. If you're fortunate enough to have more than one, it's $10 for each additional one. And it's going to be a big turnout. We had 112 in the spring, and looking to have better than 150 in the fall.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. We have so many different things that we've added to this show that I haven't seen done anywhere else. So we have a silent auction. Everything is open to the public, even the auction. Hand tools. We had a big compressor donated by Mega Compressors. I mean, there is a lot of things to have fun and enjoy the day with.
So registration starts at 9.
9.
The cars will be there earlier. And
There's going to be a lot of them there. We'll be there at 7.
Okay.
And there will be people there. We also have a bake sale, so that's for early birds, and people can get something to coffee and a bake sale the ladies put together, the ladies of the club.
Okay.
And then that flows into the fried chicken. And it'll be something to eat all day long.
All right, so there'll be plenty of food.
One thing in the South, you'll never go hungry.
Well, like I said, we turn funerals into food events in the South.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, it's just the way we were wired, right? That's the way we were wired. All the proceeds from this will go to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital's 16th annual show. Parkway Christian Auto Club does 2 shows a year, and charity always benefits from these. So it's outstanding work that is done. But that's this Saturday, the 7th.
We're rounding third, heading for home.
It's on North Highland. It's south of the interstate, but it's on North Highland where Toys R Us used to be, where the AutoZone is now, and it's a big parking lot, so it's going to be an ideal place.
Ideal. And ladies will be up on the main drag. The Vendor Village is up on the street side. So they'll wonder what's going on over there and stop and see the rest of it. Yeah.
Well, I would think so. So it's great. Yeah. And so, Chris, appreciate it. You've taken over this thing and done a good job with this.
Well, thank you very much.
Planning out a lot of publicity about this, and so.
I've gotten to know you quite well now.
And so it looks like we've got a new day ahead for the Parkway Christian Auto Club. Continue to expand its work. So
yes, sir.
Congratulations. Appreciate it. We'll look forward to Christmas parade this year.
There you go.
Yeah, coming up. Well, we're going to go back to the main stage, right? This young lady is out of Nashville, Tennessee. We started interviewing her when we were doing Zoom interviews on everything during COVID. We met her, liked her, and she continues to stay in contact with us. So we're going to take you to the main stage via video, Jenny Tolman.
Nothing like a sample of perfume at the bottom of a purse to cover up the palm while reeking from his shirt, or a little Bloody Mary for a head full of hurt. Nothing like a fresh coat of lipstick on a natty light budget. Hey, baby, lean a little too much on Maybelline. Our thighs rely on skin-tight jeans. All it takes to be a beauty queen is a coffee can full of cash. Yeah, we lean a little too much on Maybelline. Our thighs rely on skin-tight jeans. All it takes to be a beauty queen is a coffee can full of cash. We're just high-class white trash. High-class white trash. Louis Vuittons that were made in Hong Kong. High-class white trash.
I'm Dr. Keith H. Taylor, owner and CEO of the Mid-South Dental Implant and Oral Surgery Center. Our clinic is unique because it offers oral surgery suites, general dentistry suites, as well as a fully run operating room. EPlus Broadband has never let me down. The reps that actually gave me their personal phone numbers, they definitely were compassionate. They knew that some of the technical terms they were using I couldn't understand, and they broke them down to me, and I thought this went a long way. Thank you, EPlus Broadband.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. Nathan Strupp is with us, and he is with Friends of Heart. We'll talk about their work coming up in just a moment, special thing with the 4-Minute City. But right now, we got an event coming up. It's this weekend.
It's this weekend.
As just most everything else is.
Hey,
You know,
it's
we
a
got more
busy
things.
weekend.
Busy weekend coming up. But this is Black Tie Blue Jeans. It's not on Saturday the 7th. It's on Friday the 6th. And it's going to be at the Carl Perkins Civic Center. Is that
Yeah,
right?
right here.
Right here at the Carl Perkins Civic Center.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's talk about black tie blue jeans. That means you dress up, but then you can keep your jeans on.
Well, if you want to wear jeans and a nice black suit top, that can work. Or if you want to reverse it, that'll work just as fine that way, right?
Whatever you want to do.
We want to make it kind of universal, right?
Okay.
Never want someone to think they can't come to one of our events because they don't have nothing to wear, right?
All right, so
just
open up.
find anything and just come on and have a good time. Okay. Yes.
So it'll start social hours at 6, the dinner's at 7?
Yeah, cocktails are at 6, and that's the same time we're having our silent auction. So we've got almost 50 different items from different businesses in town that have provided generously these items to us during that. And so it's a good time to mingle, look at what's over there to make some bids on. And then a plated dinner is going to start at 7.
Okay. How do we get tickets?
Well, you can go to our website, friendsofheart.org. There's a click on there, and so you can want to buy individual tickets, you can do that. They can reach out to me, send me an email, we get them a table. We can even do a sponsorship. Even though it's a few days away, we'll be glad to do whatever we can to get more people involved.
Okay. All right, and the entertainment will be?
We've got the G3 band coming from out of Memphis. They're going to be here again. We have a live auction that is sponsored by Robert Schuler's. You know, my understanding, there's going to be lots of nice pieces being positioned that night. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So definitely, you know, we do a little early Christmas shopping during that event, right? Get a little deal on it, maybe.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so we're going to have that. Nice Basil and Bourbon is actually providing our dinner this year. Okay. So we're all excited about that. They do really good. Party Mart is sponsoring the whiskey pool, so we're going to have a whiskey pool during the event. Well. Okay. Leaders, we have a photo booth. You know, have to make photos, right? For the event. So Leaders is taking care of that for us. So it's just going to be a good time, you know, to come out, get to mingle with everybody. And we actually made for our care team members, we allowed them to come this year and gave them a special discount since they volunteer to save lives in the city in a different capacity, right? everybody that's coming or donating money to help save lives, well, they actually give their time. To save lives in the city of Jackson. So we've got some of them coming, so we're looking forward to that.
Just a recap, that's coming up this Friday, the 6th, starting at 6 o'clock with a social hour. Dinner's at 7, all the entertainment and everything else. The auction is going on, but it will be right here at the Carl Perkins Civic Center. And to get tickets, you go to
friendsofheart.org.
Friendsofheart.org. Yes. Now, Janet, I know, has been following the development of the 4-minute city here.
Yes. Well, I was just going to point out all funds that are raised by Friends of Heart comes back into the community.
That's right. That's what sets us apart from anybody else. Every dollar raised is spent right back here in West Tennessee. You know, so we take pride in that. You know, that's cardiac care that we're able to provide. We take care of a care point for West Tennessee, so ambulances can talk to the hospital and doctors, you know, real time. And so we have the care point. We've got the 4-minute city that we've put these AEDs and all throughout the city of Jackson to get that 4-minute response. And then we also have the AEDs that we give out to churches and civic groups and businesses through grants. And most important, I won't say most important, but thing that's very important, we actually started this past year doing youth EKG screenings. And so those youth EKG screenings are not part of a normal physical for a child. And so this last year we were at a school and did that, and we had 7 students that we sent to Le Bonheur. Right, and this is not bragging about Friends of Heart, right? But this shows that every dollar comes in, it goes right back out, and we're able to help provide, you know, possibly for those families that would never been able to see that there was a deformity there, that they were getting follow-up care.
It's important. There was a story it was last week, I think, out of Upper East Tennessee, Bristol, Kingsport area, that a middle school football player collapsed during practice and died, and he was, I think, like 12, 13, 14 years old, something like that.
Right. I mean, you know, sudden cardiac arrest affects anybody, an infant all the way up to 100. It doesn't matter about the fried chicken, as the other gentleman talked about. It's not about diet. You know, it's about the electrical condition of the heart, right? Okay. And so that's what we're trying to bring is awareness to sudden cardiac arrest and providing AEDs and having that 4-minute response, because that's what saves a life.
Jackson's on the way to becoming the first 4-minute city in this country, and there was a delay on ordering something. Well, it was just supply chain issues. But we got about 300 more on the way, and we got over 300 volunteers already trained, ready to go.
We have 300 volunteers, part of our care team. We've got 50 AEDs out right now in the city of Jackson.
And so already test work going on with those.
Test work's been happening. We've actually had someone, one of our care team members respond to a cardiac arrest with the AED, got there, was able to provide CPR. There was no shock advised, right? And then fire and EMS swooped in there and, being the heroes that they are, finished it up. But that shows that 4 minutes city really works, because that care team member got on the scene within 4 minutes.
Okay, wow. So, it's an exciting prospect.
Yes, sir.
They appreciate all y'all's work.
Thank you both.
Friends of Heart and Black Tie Blue Jeans is back in this city, and that's coming up Friday night at the Carl Perkins Civic Center. That's not the only event. We got another one we're going to talk about coming up next as we continue. We're doing some poetry this weekend.
That's right.
On 6 in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
For 9 years, the READ team has helped over 2,200 second graders read better through coaching and friendships. Students have increased their word recognition by as much as 300%. Reading on grade level opens the door for Google searches, driver's licenses, and career opportunities. Invest 1 hour a week to give our second graders every chance to read on grade level. Go to thereadteam.org to sign up. The READ team, changing our community one word at a time, in partnership with JMCSS, Leaders Education Foundation, and United Way of West Tennessee. But you already knew that because you can read.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
I want to thank all of our guests, and we have a lot of events coming up this weekend and those in the future we've been talking about today, but these are not the only ones. We've got some other events coming up this weekend right here in Jackson and Madison County. The Griot Collective, G-R-I-O-T, the Griot Collective, is a poetry society here in Jackson, is sponsoring 2 days of poetry. One Friday at Lane College, this coming Friday the 6th, and then on the 7th, it's going to be poetry and jazz, or the Jazz of Poetry, they're calling it, with alternating performances from these poets that have come in from out of town that are going to be reading from their work. And then there'll be jazz performances, everything from our high school jazz bands, community jazz band, to full-time professional jazz players. And that's going to be at the NED, so you can check the NED and get details on all that. But we welcome all of these poets to Jackson, Tennessee this weekend. And then the Jacob Barker Music Fest is underway.
The Jacob Barker Music Festival is going on Friday and Saturday of this weekend. I think Friday evening starts at 5. Saturday starts at 3 p.m. Food trucks will be there. My goodness, music every hour. And I believe this all benefits Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish Foundation certainly does. You got a list of the people. Michaela Collins is going to be there. Hers, Tipsy Gypsy, Kelso Mojo, the Hunt Pearson Band. A lot of those folks we've had with us down through the years.
Yes.
Who's lined up on Saturday?
Let's see, Will Burton, Brandon Lee, Southbound, Lower Middle Class, Emily McGill. We know that young lady. Paula Bridges, and the Bandstand Review. My goodness.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's good. And these people donate their time to this event. And so they've done, the Barker family's done a great job with that. No admission charge. They will take donations, but there'll be plenty of food there. The new month at the MD Anderson Planetarium has just started, and they've got a presentation. We're doing the show on Tuesday, October the 3rd. Hubble Vision is coming up this evening at 5:30 at the MD Anderson Planetarium. They will repeat that this coming Friday. And then next Tuesday is Light Years from Andromeda. And then the after-school planetarium show is Friday, October the 13th, and that will be at 3:45 that afternoon. We got football live Friday night, and we're going to be at we're at Southside. It's the Northside-Southside game at Southside, and the Commissioner's Cup will be given to the winner. So we'll see you for Friday Night Live. Thanks for being with us. We're going to close out with Jenny Tolman. We'll see you next week for more Six in the City.
Like Jimmy Page, I'm like Emmy Lou, but we come together somewhere around blue suede shoes. You're the rock and roll to my country soul, and I like it. Like a Chuck Berry lip, I like the soul of a fiddle, but the sweetest thing is when we meet in the middle. You're the rock and roll to my country soul, and I like it. We find the rhythm when we turn down the lights, and our hearts start beating to it. With the radio on, we hold on tight and make our own kind of music. From the front porch swing to Friday night freewheeling, you bring life in the fast lane to my peaceful, easy feeling. You're the rock and roll to my country soul, and I like it. We find the rhythm when we turn down the lights, and our hearts start beating to it. With the radio off, we hold on tight and make our own kind of music. Like Jimmy Page, I'm like Emmy Lou, but we come together somewhere around blue suede shoes. You're the rock